Hi, my name is Sarah Basamira. I'm 21 years old. I'm a British Ugandan and I live in student accommodation in Waterloo, as you can see, in Stamford Street. I was born in London, South East London. At the moment, I live in Thornton Heath, which is in Croydon, with my mum in like an old Victorian house. My parents split up when I was about 6 or 7. Before that, we lived in like a terrible place in inner London called Camberwell. Because I'm in my final year, I'm not staying at home. I'm living in central London, in Waterloo. I have 2 brothers and a sister. All of them are at university. My interests are music. I'm learning the guitar. I really like rock, in particular gospel rock. I'm a bit of a old-fashioned person. I like old stuff, like old buildings, old books. I love Austen, reading Northanger Abbey. People say it's like not one of her good novels, but I'm enjoying it. It's a bit sensational. I'm interested in India. That's what my dissertation's on. So I'm always reading current books on India. So it's like a travel book. It's absolutely amazing. Every time I read it, I feel like I'm there with them in India. That's my map over there. I'm picking up doing Hindi as well, learning Hindi, and I'm not from India. My dad is Ugandan, half Indian Ugandan, so that's why I'm interested in India. I'm a born-again Christian. I've been a born-again Christian for about 7 years. Being a born-again Christian is not the same as being born into a Christian home. It means deciding with your heart that you want to follow the teachings of Christ, that you want to practice what he did. So the main thing that Christ said was love God with all your heart and love your neighbour as you love yourself. I go to church on a Sunday to the youth service. I go on a Friday for like a leadership class, and on a Saturday we have this thing called Saved Service, where all the different youth branches across London, they come together and we have like one big celebration. And I volunteer in my church as well. We go and visit people who wouldn't normally feel confident to go to church, and we go and we help them to go to church. Maybe they're new to Christianity, or like some people have problems waking up and going to church on a Sunday. So when we knock for them, that's like their wake up call. They get dressed, they get ready, and we take them. This is my workplace. This is the Western Education Centre. It's in Denmark Hill, and basically I work here once an evening, once a week, and I do something called shelving, which basically involves selecting books and returning them to their rightful place. I do voluntary work at the Royal Geographical Society. Basically, I'm something called a geography ambassador, which involves us going into schools and colleges and telling them why we love geography. And the whole purpose of the talk is to inspire students or kids to think about geography and how it can be fun, exciting and relevant. I think that we should go back to our old ways of, being more trustworthy individuals. But society in general has become worse. I think media is not helping. I think it plays a major part. In my opinion, I think that people have used this freedom of speech, which I think freedom of speech is excellent, don't get me wrong. I love the fact that I can say to you right now what I'm saying. But that media have run on that to just freely advertise sexual images and violence and to glamorize lifestyles which are not really good, and that's having a bad influence on society. So I think if we, are more trustworthy, we are less individualistic, society will become better. But until we see those changes at a personal level, I think we'll continue to see crimes and stories of abuse and everything.